So this is Kent Dilling with Fertilizer Dealer Supply. I'm with Mike Larson, who's a Precision Ag Specialist Manager for Raven. And what he's doing is he's going through a CR7 that we are talking through the programming of an RCM. This particular one we're going to do for a 60-foot anhydrous toolbar without insert. So Mike, take it away.
Thanks, Kent. So we're going to pick a profile name. I'm just going to type in NH3. And then I'm going to pick our machine type. And we're going to pick NH3 toolbar. And now we're going to select what our width is of the feet. How many feet is the bar? So we're going to say it's a 60-foot bar. And then we're going to arrow over. Now, it takes it a few seconds here. Just realize it's building the profile for it. We have one ECU with one product.
And you could run up to 3 products if you wanted to.
Now, we're going to pick application mode. We're going to pick NH3. There is an NH3 Plus, but for this series, we're just going to see NH3.
Where you've got the boost pump.
Yep. Now it's building the profile. How many sections are we doing? Like Kent said, we're going to do a 3-section bar. And we're going to say they're equal width sections. That way it'll go ahead and divide it for us and we don't have to do it.
If you uncheck that, it would go ahead and let you adjust them.
Correct. So now it's going to build that part of the profile. Now you can see that it's got a section 1's 20 feet, 2's 20 feet, and 3's 20 feet. So we'll go ahead and accept it. We don't have any auxiliary drivers in this setup, so we're not going to worry about it. Now you guys can see it's kind of a section summary page. 20 feet, 20 feet, 20 feet. And they're labeled as section 1, 2, and 3. We don't have any scales on this, so we're not going to worry about that.
So Mike, this is actually a wizard that it's taking you through.
Okay. Correct. Pressure transducers, some people like a pressure transducer on their coolers. If you had one, you could set up a pressure transducer. We don't have any. Height switch. Now we got some options. We got default, PNP, and NPN. Basically, the PNP is if it's has voltage when it's on, normally open, and then the NPN is normally closed, so it has no voltage when it's on. So just you pick the right one based on that. So we'll just leave it at none for now. Now we're going to go to what type of valve. So we got the AccuFlow dual valve. We have some options here. We have a dual valve system where we have a standard valve and then we have an on-off valve. Or if we have a single valve, that's just a single valve that basically one valve is a fast close valve and it's the on-off valve at the exact same time.
And this doesn't have a thing to do with the number of sections.
Correct.
Yep.
Now we've got, instead of valve count numbers, we have response speed, control deadband, and valve control effort. Our deadband we're not going to mess with. That's always been at 3%. These are already factory set for a good starting point. Response speed is how fast the valve reacts. But Kent, say you forget about something, you can always hit the question mark and go to valve response speed, and now it'll give you kind of a quick definition. So throughout the system, anytime you see anything with it and you're not for sure, that question mark up in the corner can always help get you the answers. It even gives you an example. By decreasing it, it will cause a slower response rate. So now you guys know, and we can go from 1 to 100.
But in most cases, the default values work.
Correct.
90% of the time, if not more.
Yep.
This is, for the old guys, this is the 743 or the 2123 that we used to have.
And usually that percentage, that 50% usually equals out to about the same, so it works out pretty nice. Now our flow meter cal, this one is already pre-populated at 170. This is going to be off of the flow meter tag. You're always going to double check that, and you want the actual pounds of N. And it'll state that in parentheses, and that's for NH3. We don't have to worry about any tank capacities. Now, this is what's nice with the RCM. Now we can go ahead and set 3 default rates. So we'll put in a rate of 150, 200, and let's say 250.
So with just a touch of a button, you could change the rate.
Change the rates now. So now we can put a bump rate. If we're going across the field, we can go up by 10 pounds or 50 pounds, whatever you want. We're always going to want display smoothing on, and we're going to want it predefined by the RX map. Off rate percent, we always want it to let us know, shoot an alarm when we're 20% off rate. That's always been a standard that we wanted. And basically, once it's done, it's going to give you a summary. We picked NH3, our type of machine. We got number of products 1, 3 sections, and it's 60 foot. And that's all there is to setting up NH3.
And you're ready to run. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.